Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to the Sunless Skies Early Access, where last episode we found, well, actually two things. Warbury Juxtamare, which is an odd port, which I have several questions about. And we also found the Royal Society, which are a bunch of scientists, and I love the place, although it does raise a few problems. Also, we got into a job for the, well, I say job, contest with the Rochester Club, looking for the floating parliament, which, seeing as I don't know where that is, I have a feeling I'm going to fail that little job, but we shall see, I'm curious what this is, though, and I'm, well, honestly, more curious about what these scientists might end up discovering if we play our cards right. Oh, what's this? Oh, yeah, just the tutorial thing. Not sure what you would call that. Curious. Oh, food. Well, not food, really, but... nah. Especially not now, but... oh well. There's some value in killing the thing. Gain some experience, why not? And actually, while I'm thinking of it, why don't we use up some of these, yes. One more facet. I don't know what... A feud with the Mentor? Smoggy Streets? Interlude in Red and Gold? We've done that already. What about the August Avenues? You spent your youth in stuffy sitting rooms and chandeliered parlors. Hush, and you can still hear the delicate sound of silver spoons on china cups. You were not ungrateful, but your life was hedged by bounds of civility and expectation. You had to disobey sometimes to discover who you were. When you had to rebel, how did you do it? Secretly and occasionally. You wouldn't bring shame to your household, you kept your disobediences modest and discreet. No one was any the wiser. Or openly and frequently, well, I like to think I'm more respectful than all that, so secretly and occasionally. Only ever once in a while. Nope. Because I think... yep, that is a physical thing. Good job. Confirmed it twice. You know, just in case I was suspecting it wasn't. But yes, our goal is, once again, to find the Clockwork Sun. Although now I'm thinking the floating parliament would be a better thing to find. Also would help if we found, you know, some supplies and fuel. Oh. Hello. And what exactly have we found here? Yep, very good. Let's see... what? Wait, what? I mean, I'll take it. A wreck. I have no problem doing this. The wreck gleams with frost, its windows are dark, its engine silent, perhaps something of value lies within. Force open the doors to the hold, I suppose. Frost has locked them, but a pry bar makes an effective key. Unfortunate that. Your crew attached cables to the wreck to hold it steady as they pry apart the doors. A sudden gust of wind rocks both vessels, and the young man straining at the pry bars slips. He cries out, his hand mangled on a torn edge of metal. He's likely to lose his fingers. The treasure you retrieve from the hold will be little comfort to him. Unfortunate for him. What could it be? A clasped jewelry box. Something precious has been concealed. A sheaf of letters falls from a concealed compartment. The pages are rife with scandal. You would not have believed it of her. You would, perhaps, have believed it of her. Intriguing. What's... Maybe it's just something to tell me that it's a fresh wreck, but I saw some little bits of light on that thing, and I'm curious. Also curious, where exactly are we? Wait, was that the thing of interest that you found? I assumed there was a port. Curious. Oh, Marauder, oh fucking what? Okay, this is new. New and horrifying. Oh, shit. Can't afford to miss with that. Okay. Oh, boy. Nope. That's me pretty much dead. Okay. 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 Nope. Nope. Why won't you just die? Shit, it's gonna spray and I'm gonna... Nope. Okay, so what the fuck was that? The guests evicted. Their stolen home bursts open under your gunfire. Thousands of wriggling guests spill into the night, glistening like the ooze from a blister after it was lanced. I mean... Okay, search the wreckage for anything valuable. Be wary, watch for anything that wriggles. Apparently they were guests. Uh-huh, okay. What, okay. Oh, the guests occupied the wreck as comprehensively as a snail does its shell. The crew have long since been ground to paste. What was this, preserved beneath the floor of the captain's cabin? A safe. You drag it free, scrub of the worst of the guest ooze, and carry it back to your engine. Something thumps enticingly inside. Question mark? Weird. Okay. So, that was unpleasant and wriggly. Deal with it, people. Bah. Kids and you're being terrified. Oh. Oh god, we have terror music now. Ooh. I kinda like it. Actually. Oh, this is gonna end badly. Well, let's go in. An old necropolis train. It's a long way from its route. Oh, good. This is what we're doing today. A wreck drifts just ahead. Fierce winds rock it like an empty cradle. Its black and silver bulk gleams in your lights as you search for its nameplate. The Boatman. Captain, a signaler wants your attention. The Boatman is a necropolis line engine. Brought the dead to memoriam. His eyes widen. But disappeared one eve. They say the dead woke and commandeered the train. Nonsense, I'm sure. He doesn't look convinced. Prepare to board the Boatman. Your signaler crosses himself. Damn. Your pilot grazes the wreck's hull and has to reverse. Your navigator's hand slips while winching the locomotives close. A clang resounds throughout your engine. When you're finally docked, you select a few of your crew to join you. The outer door to the Boatman is rimed with frost. The bolts shriek as they are pulled across. Inside, your torchlight reveals a narrow corridor in somber black, opening onto darker doorways, likely the crew cabins. There's a long moan from somewhere deeper in the engine. Probably the boilers, your stoker whispers. Pressing forward to the cabins, you hear the rattle of something that might be chains. A bolt loose in the chassis, your stoker suggests, less confidently. Continue. The Boatman is as dark and cold as the grave. Gaslights flicker on the walls, none substantial enough to illuminate more than the empty doorways ahead. A shattered window in the galley is responsible for the merciless cold. The source of the faint but insistent knocking is less clear. What happened here, exactly? Light in hand, you wander the empty cabins and carriages. The floor of the boiler room is scarred with scorch marks. The captain's cabin is littered with pieces of furniture. There are bullets in the walls. There are no coffins aboard, but the hold is locked. A great groaning emanates from within. A hissing sound like that of an aggrieved cat comes from the galley. Investigate this galley. Something rattles inside. A pot has been left on the hob, boiling away. Inside, teeth? A sudden hissing. Your stoker stifles a scream. It's just a pipe giving out in the cold. steam pouring from the rupture like smoke. A groaning can be heard from below, like the sound of a pipe before it bursts, or a particularly unhappy digestive tract. Investigate the crew cabins. The gaslight reveals only darkness. You can see nothing inside. The crew cabins are charmless and cramped. Crew slept two to a cabin. In some cases, the division of space was ruthlessly enforced. Here, a sheet has been pinned to the ceiling and the floor, neatly halving the room. Someone knocks thrice on the wall in the next cabin. All your crew are behind you. A hasty scramble for the door reveals the next room is locked and barred from the outside. You order a burly stoker to bring down the door. Inside, the cabin is like the rest. Empty. Empty, that is, aside from the skeleton laid out on the bed, in a cassock rather than the Necropolis line uniform. The chaplain? A gaslight gutters and dies, you're left in darkness. Curious. Investigate the engine room. Heat emanates from within. The air is as hot and dry as the heart of a work world. The incinerator has been switched on. Something's burning inside. Peering in, you can make out the remains of a bundle of black and silver uniforms, smoldering into ash. Oh dear. I mean, there's nothing left to do but investigate the captain's cabin. At the end of this black-walled corridor, the captain was afforded some measure of privacy from her crew. The room is Spartan, the bed looks uncomfortable. Someone's arranged her pillows and a surprising number of moldering stuffed toys beneath her sheets, in semblance of a sleeping form. The only other furniture in the room is a barren writing desk, with a journal and a pen abandoned upon it. You hear weeping somewhere far away. We'll read the log. Obviously. Reading the captain's log provides a few clues. 11th September 1903, line manager insists we have a day and a half from the round trip. Navigator plotted new course. 12th September 1903, set to make memoriam in good time. 13th September 1903. Scout reports wefts of unraveled time on our bearing. Have instructed pilot to hold the course and our schedule. Oh. You haven't found a single coffin, and the hold is locked from the outside. The captain would have her keys with her, but you've not found her body. Either the captain felt the need to lock the hold before abandoning her engine, or she's inside. The door to the hold is secure against everything but your determination, and a crowbar. Trespassing on the boatman, you've breached the hold. Behind the wreckage, you find a row of coffins, like blackened teeth. There's a sudden, muffled banging, as if something is knocking on the underside of a lid. Explore first. There are signs of a fight. You move through the hold, which is as large as a wealthy family's mausoleum, casting your light before you. Shadows flee, revealing chains holding some of the coffins closed, scuff marks on the floor, a few shreds of black and silver cloth. An insistent scratching comes from a coffin. Knocking from another, your signaler startles and stumbles, falling face first onto a coffin, which rocks angrily. The lid slides off to reveal the boatman's captain, gagged, bound, and still very much alive. Footsteps approach, slowly as though dragged. Your stoker shrieks. Figures appear at the hold door, mantled in shadow. Who are they? What do they want? You raise your torch, illuminating the figures at the door. This provokes shrieks from your crew. Sallow-skinned, hollow-eyed, decaying corpses are blocking your escape. Bloody rib cages, broken skulls, exposed bone and sloughing flesh. Cadavers. Reach for your weapon. Walking corpses, they cannot mean well. You reach for your pistol, the cadavers take a step back. Please, the nearest rasps, a tall, tattered man in a stoker's uniform. I'm not sure these bodies could survive any more damage. Excuse me? In the eerie light of your torch, you can make out moldering corpses. They stand in the doorway, silent as the grave. Approach. They're the key to whatever befell the boatman. The leader extends one bony hand, its limb shaking from the weight of yet unsloughed flesh. Introduce yourself, it's only polite. Okay. The corpse nods stiffly. Its fingers close around your own. There's an uncomfortable moment where you almost leave with more fingers than you started with. But eventually, and with many a courteous "excuse me," you extract yourselves. "Well, we're glad you didn't run away," the skeleton says. The deceased stoker sends another corpse to fetch brandy for your crew. The captain, he says mournfully, had a habit. What the brandy lacks in quality makes up for in potency, rather. And now, the stoker says, when the last of the glasses have been handed out, I think an explanation is required, yes. Hear the deceased stoker out, he has more to say. "I should apologize," he says. "We've not had any visitors since the mutiny. Couldn't predict how you'd react. Driving you off with a haunting seemed safest." "Almost had you," a decaying lady cackles. "The fruit in her hat has fused with the exposed parts of her cranium." Delightful. The stoker clears his crumbling throat. "While our bodies were being transported, the captain steered us through a carelessness in time. Things have gotten tangled, you see. As far as our minds are concerned, we haven't died, but our bodies beg to differ, vociferously. The last thing I remember from when I was alive is saying farewell to my husband, then heading to the station." He looks down at the captain in her coffin. She's getting agitated again. "We've been very decent, considering they tried to throw us into the incinerator the moment we climbed out of our boxes. Anyway, we thought we might face the same treatment elsewhere, so we set out into the wild, but here we are stuck without fuel. We'd appreciate help." Okay, The boatman was the victim of an unfortunate accident. He is now crewed and captained by Dead, who were jolted awake by the collision with loose hours. I see, so that's what the wefts in time are, just loose hours. Odd. The engine is out of fuel and supplies, its living are trapped in coffins, its dead are torn between return to London and seeking a new home. Theirs is not an eternal rest, but rather an unhappy intermission. Speak with the happy dead, I suppose? The deceased stoker leads a group of corpses eager to be off among the stars. I mean, sure? Let's talk with everybody, I suppose. The stoker adjusts his jaw to make his speech more intelligible. Damnable thing, really. Last thing I remember from life before this is wishing him goodbye. A sigh rattles through his skull. I wouldn't want him to see me like this. He gestures to the assemblage of cadavers behind him. Same for all of us. No idea what we'd go back to or who, or if we'd even be allowed. Better to have a fresh start. Now speak with the unhappy dead. The beheaded chaperone speaks, rasps, on their behalf. "I had a nice tea shop in London, opened it with my birdie. We had word of a new strain coming in from Eleutheria. Last I know, I was on my way to the station to pick it up." She pauses to pluck a wax peach out from the fracture in her skull. "All this," she gestures at her skeletal form, "is just an inconvenience. Coming back is an opportunity, and one I'd be a fool to miss, and I'm not the only one who feels this way. Got a feeling that London would not like me bringing you guys back." Boy. "Speak with the living. The captain and crew are restrained in coffins. The mouths are stained with the residue of corned beef, which the dead have been feeding them." Good? The moment you remove the gag from the captain's mouth, she bursts into speech. "Get us out of here. They closed the coffin lids on us. I cannot bear another second." She pauses to regain a degree of self-control. "I know we were a bit hasty, popping them in the incinerator, but it was horrible. Coffins bursting open, shrieking bodies wondering where their tea was or why they couldn't see." She shudders. "But please, this is a nightmare." "So, I'm gonna just take the living guys back home, if you don't mind?" You haul the captain out of her coffin. The dead keep their distance, perhaps sensing their help is unlikely to be appreciated. "Bloody savior, you are," Captain whispers. "Come on, lads, all aboard the captain's train. We'll sort out what we're gonna say to the line manager on the way back. The crew of the boatmen leave their train for yours. Your quartermaster can arrange the details of their crossing and provisioning." "I mean, I can take the grumbling dead back to London? Sure, why not? This seems like a great plan." The beheaded chaperone is making pointed remarks about the contents of the deceased stoker's skull. The happy dead won't leave until they have the engine to themselves. "Sure, why not?" The chaperone gasps. "You would? Oh, I can smell my old tea shop already." Her voice gives out, but she conveys her feelings via sudden, crushing embrace. Bones crack before she releases you. Fortunately, only hers. Your quartermaster can arrange the details of their trip back. Your quartermaster's expression suggests they did not appreciate the reminder that the new passengers won't require supplies. Well, I'm gonna just, head, back, I guess. Let's speak with you real quick. Is it the same thing? Yeah, okay. I've done all I can here. It's time to get back underway. Stoker waves. Your visit was well timed, but we were running out of corned beef. Without our guests, we can burn the spare coffins that'll get us far enough to refuel. Okay. Well, not exactly what I expected to be doing today, but, yeah, sure, let's try to get back to London. I say try because, oh, shite. Things are not looking great for us. But, hey, maybe we will survive. Despite everything. Maybe. It's questionable at this point, although, So hours can somehow bring the dead back to life. That's troublesome, really, because as I understood it, hours were mostly just for, like, literally giving you time. Like, they would keep you young instead of just, how to explain it better? It didn't bind your soul to your body, is the thing. Although, it did speak of wefts in time being what caused the whole problem, we'll call it. And also, that's still marked on my map, so kind of suspicious. But we're not going to worry about that right now. I'm just going to get back to the work world here. And hopefully... Nope, you're not... The fuck was that? I had some sci-fi laser noises there for a minute. Bizarre. Anyway, I'm gonna just get a port report here, more out of, habit than actual need, I suppose. Although, it would be nice if I had some more. Oh, wait, hold up. I can get fuel here, can't I? Possibly, maybe. Or more importantly, a barrel of supplies. Wouldn't be the worst of plans. Let's find out. Yep, there's someplace to dock. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, just get right up in there. Yeah. The bit between, there should be just like a little thing that's... Nope, nope. No. Traveled a little nice real quick. Port. Isn't it lovely? Now, write the port report. Oh, right. I have to actually go through the whole tour. Yeah. No. Not right now, anyway. Nothing there. 2 and 1. Oh no, I should have got the nostalgic crockery. Oh, bugger. Oh well. It's fine. Had I been thinking. Let's get ourselves back to London real quick. Oh hey, this is Nursery 12. That's horrifying. They just have a nursery, which I'm sure is... Well, I'm sure it's the most efficient way to produce workers for this work world. Gross. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna have to explore this eastern side of the map. Although we do have to go back to the mausoleum, and we do have reason to go to Perdurance again. So maybe we make a little roundabout trip. Go south and then east. Still looking for that Clockwork Sun, but I don't think we're gonna get there today. In fact, I'm positive we won't get there today. We're just gonna send these corpses back where they belong, which apparently is London now, according to them. Not sure how much I believe that, but... Well, he says. We'll just leave it be. Ugh, you're tempting, but I can't kill you quick enough. And my hull is severely damaged. Okay, 4 hull. We're terrified beyond reason. Yep. Let's just, go to London. Deposit the dead. Home at long last. Your crew will be pleased to have them off the train. Great. The beheaded chaperone sees her charges off the engine with efficiency and tenderness. Even your navigator has to admit they've not been bad passengers. The dead walk stiffly, as though fighting a second rigor mortis. When the last has disappeared off into the London smog, the beheaded chaperone requests a moment on a nearby bench. There's a crunch as she sits. "Thank you, Captain," she murmurs. Passing you a full purse, she says nothing more. A nearby gaslight illuminates her skull. It's entirely made of glass. What? The dead have passed on to resume their lives in London, though many were vitrified during the journey. Okay, that's bizarre. The Office of Works, I believe? No. The Yards. And the stalwart bookkeeper, yes. Deliver our port reports to them. He maintains the company's shining public record. Anytime there's an auditor, he defends New Street's interests with a mountain fortress of files. Gained 1 fuel. 1 supply, 40 sovereigns, and some gratitude. Tell me, what form does that gratitude take, exactly? I see not much. Fair enough. Inspect the wares. Nothing interesting. Alright, repair, because we need it desperately. Fully repair it, thank you. Alright. Now, question. With all this extra money, I can say things, but I don't know what that means. I can mine, but I cannot can. Harumph. Well, There's a lot of things I could purchase, some which are very tempting. I'm, in fact, absolutely buying that bronzewood shielding. And that'll be that for now. Well, we're going to have to resupply and rethink a few things. In particular, we're going to have to determine where exactly we're going to go with all this stuff. But that's all matters for the future. For now, thank you for your time. Hit the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly. And I shall see you all soon. Bye-bye.